Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The lady commands you to put the men to work. Right. Getting historical there. When last we met in this hallowed-ish hall, our heroes travelled to the workplace of Heidel Gronus, the esteemed transmutation specialist. After much fun and hilarity at our MYUDER's expense, the gang then departed eastward in search of the original water supply of Edgekirk. Chaos ensued. After the substantial commotion at a brewery in the region, Odo has not been seen for almost a week. Our party members therefore meet this morning at the Tavern homestead of Tari and Victus to discuss the recent developments. And so, welcome to this installment of Dungeons and Dragon Hats.
A posh clap this time.
Golf clap.
Queen clap.
The Queen.
Muffin says the whole wardrobe from Pirates of the Caribbean in his room. Wow. Right, so Ame, Tari, Victus, and Baldric are sat around a table in the ground floor, sort of entryway section of the tavern. You are discussing, presumably, where Odo is, as well as whatever recent developments you can glean regarding the current situation that you're investigating.
What is the current situation we're investigating?
That you found the original well, or at least what appears to have been the original well,
Right.
and that it's probably the way to find the worm.
Ah, right.
I just like,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, well, imagining after what happened last time, I'm not sure how I guess we all got away before the guards got there, I assume.
I rode a spider out.
I specifically remember I sleuthed away.
Yep.
So I'm going to imagine that I was here when you lot turned up. That's probably what I would have done.
Most likely, you just kind of. It was like, nope, way.
Pretty
I
much.
have to go now. My people need me.
Yeah.
No, Victus died on the way home on the way to his home planet.
He's in the chat.
Oh.
Yay, monkey!
I think that what really happened was, all the baldricks erupted from the ground and carried us to safety. They formed a flying ship, you know. Just because Baldric can fly with his childlike imagination.
Are you referencing a Doctor Who episode?
I've got no idea.
Probably.
There's an episode that involves flying Cybermen.
Really?
Yeah,
That was
like
recent. That was,
rocket
like,
propelled from their
last
feet,
week.
gentlemen.
Oh man.
Anyways, as you are discussing around the table, there comes a rather notable knock at the door.
Ah, damn it, Ardre. Ardre? What the fuck?
Wow.
Damn
I'm
it,
sorry, I
Ardre.
don't know who you're referring to.
Damn it, Army. You really need to really need to sort out your compulsions.
I'm sorry, I just can't help it. There's just something so distinctive about that knock.
Are we in our? Sorry, are we in the room or are we in like the open bar sort of thing?
You're in the open bar area, so that's
Okay.
not at the front door.
Well, yeah. Vic just looks up towards, recognizing sort of a familiar knock, and just waits to see who enters. Mate, I swear. We need to sort this out. It's gonna kill us one day.
After drinking those potions, there's something that compels me.
You're positively animated.
Makes my flesh burn and itch.
Vic just looks over to, like, the barkeep and just seeing if he notices at all. Is he doing anything about it?
The barkeep is not in the room. He is in the back rooms tending to the current stock of alcohol and such.
Okay. I guess getting a little bit sick of the knocking, gets up and just opens it and just sort of sees who's
Right.
there for a second.
Okay, well, as you open it, you see a somewhat diminutive, not particularly too short, but certainly a very portly member of the city guard, who seems to have followed Baldric because he's still a little bit bewildered as to the giant man. And he says, good morning, sir. Do I have the pleasure of addressing Mr. Victor Sora?
You do?
Ah, pleasure to meet you, sir. I've been sent by his lordship, Mr. Montague, on behalf of the city guard.
Oh, what does the Lord need now?
Well, he seems to have come across something which he may wish to be brought to your attention, sir.
Well, I guess we
That
can
being-
report...
That being specifically, there has been an incident, sir.
An incident? Well, I guess we
Yes, sir.
we are at his beckoning call with the present job, so I guess we should go. So I look over and sort of beckon the other two over. We need to go meet the Lord. Apparently there's been an incident.
No, sir. He's addressed me to travel directly to the incident site. I don't know where
Oh.
my accent's
Oh.
going, but yeah.
She doesn't even have time for us now. No.
Oh, May. Alright, come on, okay. So I sort of whistle Eve over and just lead the way.
So while you work. Right, well, the guard leads you to the sort of the edge of the slums down here, to the south. Not
Okay.
too far away, thankfully. And you do have control of your character, so by all means.
Woo! 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 Yay!
This isn't a sudden thing that's happened, you know. We've been doing to do this for a while.
Over a year, in fact. But anyways, you are directed to the location which has occurred down an alleyway, where there is a half-elven chap lying on the floor, propped slightly up against the wall, with slimy, semi-transparent skin. They are not breathing.
Slimes are becoming sentient. They're after me.
They know what you did.
You stole their crockery.
There's a green slimy handprint.
You
We
stole
know
their
what-
crockery from the first episode. Or second.
The city guard introduces you to Sergeant Colblain, who is the guard officer presently overseeing this case, and you are in turn informed that Lord Montague has requested that the guards overlooking the incident give you full support in investigating it, as he believes it may be associated with the present issue of the worm.
Maybe it's completely unrelated and we should concentrate on the worm. Maybe? No?
What was his name again? Lord Colbane, did you say? Not Lord.
Sergeant Colblain.
Okay.
Sergeant person. Something to say hello to me. It's a pleasure to meet you, Victor Sora. What about MYUDER? It's always a pleasure to meet him.
So while Ame is muttering behind, is Sergeant. I see there's been an incident. What can you tell us?
Well, sir, the victim is one Mercurial Fleetstep. He's a half-elf structural engineer, works with the sewer squads. Unmarried, by all accounts a friendly man, no major enemies. A small apartment in the southwest portion of the city. Found some papers on his body. Seems to suggest he was investigating some structural damage from the worm in some of the deeper areas of the sewers, but the notes are torn up and damaged. We can't read much more than that. At the moment, my men are sectioning off the area so that we can dispose of the evidence and make sure that the event does not cause any panic.
I see. May I inspect the body?
Be my guest, sir. I don't imagine you'll find much, though.
May I look at the ripped up notes?
They are presently clutched inside of the body's hand. So yes, you may.
We may, yeah.
Hmm.
Alright, come on.
There
let's,
isn't like this being pseudo-medieval times. The actual proper forensic protocols have not yet been in place, so I'm allowed to cringe here.
So I can touch everything I want, basically.
Yes. Touch
can I
all of the
do-
things. It is a point-and-click adventure game. Go ahead.
Stroke his face gently.
Can I do a spot check of the area, see if there's any clues around?
Yes, you may. Roll it.
What was my spot again?
Surely Andy should be doing this with his wolf, because it could literally be like Shaggy and Scooby.
Wait, so does that make you Fred or Velma or like?
Ame is Velma.
Ame's Velma. Baldrick's Fred.
No, to be fair, you'd probably more gonna be Fred because you're actually like pretty well kept.
I feel no. I actually, if that's the case, then I feel like Ame has to be her name Daphne. He has to be Daphne.
That was my
Yeah.
first thought.
Ame's Daphne.
Baldrick is Fred.
Baldrick's Fred. Odo's Scooby.
He can. Well, to be fair, we've got basically a K9 here already. So
Yeah. Oh my god.
Which probably says more about Odo than anything else.
Yeah.
okay. Anyway, okay. So
Anyways,
I
with
approach
20.
over to the body and I essentially go into LA noir mode. Hanging over. So what clothes is he wearing?
Well, I'll just first address Mikachi's role there.
Yeah.
Well, the alleyway is fairly thin. It's fairly narrow. It extends for about a city block, and it is fairly filthy, fairly poorly traveled. Lots of rubbish just lying around, various sacks and bags of refuse and such, a few buckets, broken pieces of crockery and the like. There is a very slight, seemingly increasing trail of similar slime to the victim's skin as you get closer to the body, which might suggest that they wandered in.
Or they were dragged there. Maybe.
There are distinct footprints, so that doesn't seem likely.
Right, okay.
Clothing-wise, he's wearing fairly simple attire. It's mostly leather kind of equipment, fairly commonplace for a sewer worker.
Okay. So as I said, you can
Nothing
imagine
particularly
that
strange.
I'm knelt down over and sort of just looking through. Can I do a search to see if I find anything else on him that they possibly missed?
Yes, you may.
Where's my...
Can I do a search? I mean, how has he been killed again?
No visible exterior wounds.
No visible exterior wounds. Can I do a...
But understandably, most half-elves do not have slimy, transparent skin.
Yeah. Can I do a heal search just to kind of like... I mean, it's not to heal him. It's just using knowledge of...
Determine cause of death.
To determine cause of death, yeah. Is that right?
Yep, that is a use of the heal skill. Go ahead.
Nice one. Oh, yeah. It's probably going to be terrible as well.
Okay, 11. He pat him down. You check the exterior pockets and such, but you're not really able to find anything particularly useful. There's a couple of coins, a couple bronze on him, one or two keys you presume to the mentioned apartment, but other than that, his pockets are empty.
I take the keys then.
Right. Let's see, with a 17, you are able to determine that he died of suffocation.
Yes. He's suffocated. This I know for sure.
So look, so as I'm picking out the keys and just mulling over suffocation, is there any sort of can I sort of open his mouth slightly? And is there anything like is there any of the slime in his mouth at all, or?
I'll just check something here. Okay. Yes, you may. But as you do, I'm going to ask that both you and Ame make a fortitude save, please.
Ooh. A fortitude save. Let's look what my fortitude modifier is. Oh, it's just, yeah. Oh!
Nice.
Wow.
Oh.
13.
Okay, well, Ame, you inhale something as you are prodding about the body trying to determine the cause of death, and which causes you to choke, but you manage to dislodge whatever strangeness it is. Victors, You are less than lucky on that note. So I'm afraid you're going to be afflicted by this mucus.
Ew.
This sounds familiar.
Andy's just
Slimy doom.
Andy's swallowed somebody's gauze. That's right.
Yeah, instead of
So
opening his mouth, I accidentally Frenched him.
Yeah. Oh, what's it
Well,
called?
it's contact with the mucus, basically. Anyways, you notice immediately that the skin on your hands is gradually becoming a clear, slimy membrane.
Okay, well, obviously with that realization, I jump back in a little bit of a panic. I guess. Actually, can anyone see it?
Well, I've
Is it
managed to
obvious that?
Ame is right next to you. Tari, you've just been checking out the alleyway, as I recall.
The same thing happened to me, but I managed to dislodge it, so I can see Andy exactly
Okay,
like
yeah.
this.
So I'm okay. So I stumble back, and I'm essentially a little bit sort of bewildered as to what's happening. I'm looking over. So, what, you literally just lodged something from your mouth?
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that I've still got it, or I can see it.
It has it's sort of landed on the victim's left leg.
The victim's left leg. Okay, I would like to collect it in some way. Not going to collect it with my bare hand, right?
Right? Do you have like an empty bottle or something on you?
I'd assume that I might have a vial or something like that. I don't think I've got one in my inventory though, so I'm guessing we'll just put that as a no. I do, however, have a dagger.
There is crockery and stuff that he mentioned down the alleyway. There may be something down there that you could scoop it up with.
I've actually got a 1 ounce vial of ink, so I could just empty out the ink.
Well, you might contaminate the evidence, but go ahead.
True.
I'm sure the eggheads at the lab won't mind.
Well, I was
Mostly because we don't have eggheads or a lab.
I was actually thinking about alchemy to see if I could determine the properties of it.
Right. Would you make a dexterity check for me?
Dexterity check. I'm going to be using my dagger at the same time as well, so I'm not going to be touching it with my hands.
Yeah, I know. This is mostly a check to see if you succeed.
To see if I succeed. Dex. What's my modifier? 0. Yay!
Yay!
For example, you fumble the dagger.
Flick! Oh,
Okay, well, as you are fiddling about with the now empty ink vial and the dagger slips from your hand and slightly nicks the body.
Oh, hang on a minute. What did I got 11. Sorry, 13. I actually did it wrong. My 4 is more than that. It's plus 3 onto that, so it'd be 16.
Oh!
Okay, that still affects you.
Okay,
Oh.
that's fine.
Dang it!
But you do manage eventually to get it in, to get the substance, the residue inside of the ink vial. Little bit worse the wear for the guy's trousers.
Sure. Okay. Can I... I mean, I'm guessing that I won't be able to do it right now, but as soon as I get a chance, can I use my alchemy to try and determine the properties of this?
Yes, but you'll need a proper alchemist station and a few hours. So,
Okay.
not in the alleyway.
Would my desk at my home... be-
Yes,
Yeah, well,
that would qualify.
lovely.
I,
Brilliant!
at this point, get up and head straight to the paladin,
Help me!
who are known to cure disease, if I remember rightly.
You do.
But, yeah, lay of hands.
Lay of hands will be insufficient for this.
Oh,
You'll need at least a remove disease.
And I don't have that in my
oh, Andy.
list.
It's not a paladin spell.
It is. I thought they. Oh no, I'm thinking.
It's cleric
I'm
and
thinking a
druid.
cleric. Damn you,
Cleric.
brother!
Cleric.
Whatever his
Cleric,
face in
actually.
the previous campaign. Curse you!
Monkey, where are you?
Does Monkey actually have that spell?
It's a 3rd level druid spell.
Oh god
Yeah.
damn it, monkey! God fucking damn. Okay, well with that, I realize I'm okay. So I'm heading over to the
Your
paladin.
hands are
Realize,
starting to feel remarkably dry.
yeah, I go over to the paladin and halfway realizing, oh you fucking idiot! They don't remove disease. And then I quickly turn and run to the captain and says, Where's your nearest priest? Or cleric.
Heal me!
Pastor
Medic!
Clemens will be along shortly, sir. We're not sure of his exact denomination, but we think the victim would have wanted the last rites.
I'm just going to look over and I'm going to say unamusedly, it's not so funny when it's happening to you, is it?
Monkey says sorry, guys, in the chat.
Oh man.
Eve pisses on his leg.
Mine?
Well, wait, so your wolf
I have
is
a
in the
specific
chat?
command.
Wait, I do have remove disease, don't I? At level 6.
No, it's not a paladin. It's not a paladin spell.
According to the wiki, it is.
Ooh!
Is that D&D? I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't trust
D&D.
wikis.
D20srd.org.
Pardon?
D20srd.org.
D20.
That one, or? What-
No,
what-
this one is dndwiki.com.
Oh, that might be for 3rd edition.
3.5 was made specifically to screw me over.
I could double check. It says here, at level 6, a paladin can produce a remove disease effect as a spell once per week.
Ah, then you can cure
So
this.
you can use this
But
ability
you can only do this once for the week.
once. Yeah.
You're not level 6, are you?
No, everyone's
Yeah,
level
everyone's
6.
level 6.
Once level 6.
How many times do we have to go over that?
After talking to the captain, realizing the cloak was not going to be, I remember that actually they can do it once per day. So again, I turn on my heels and head straight over, covering my arm, and head straight over to the paladin.
So you're just sort of Columboing it up then.
Pretty much.
Let me just
One
find
more
my-
thing, Mrs. Paladin.
One more thing. But yeah, I go over and sort of slowly reveal my hand under the cloak.
What's that? I just need to change my character for this. I'll be 1 sec.
Oh dear.
Yar!
What the bloody hell is this in, Master?
Since he's been a moody.
Well, I don't know, Baldric. It's quite confusing and interesting. Funny, really, though, isn't it? Well, you don't quite see the humour, Master, to be fair. Well, Baldric, you won't force-fed
Right.
potions last week, were you?
Yeah,
So-
I do
Terry.
definitely have remove disease
Okay.
as the paladin.
As a class builder rather than a spellcasting thing. Okay. So Tari, Victus is sort of hunched over and revealing to you that his hands have gone translucent.
Oh, okay. How do I do this spell?
Do you say that in character?
No. I'm genuinely asking. I don't know how to do the spell. I'm trying to look it up right now.
Am I in pain, by the way, or is this just happening?
This is a tremendously unpleasant, cold, creeping sensation coming from the tips of your fingers and moving down your arms.
Straight to your crotch.
Would it be
And
a
it's-
fort save?
Oh no, that's only if like he actually resists it.
Oh,
The rain fell like dead bullets.
I don't want your cure poison.
Basically, you just like rest a hand on him, pray, and then like the spell effects.
okay.
It's instantaneous, so his arm should be okay very quickly.
Okay, then I do that then.
Right. Well, Victus, Tari rests her gauntlet-clad hand on your shoulder, lowers her head for a moment, closes her eyes, and you can feel the warmth and the solidity and the not like sliminess of your hands return. They appear to be perfectly repaired.
Okay. With that, yes, thank you. Nobody touched that thing.
For this!
She's sort of rubbing it in his face and all over his hair.
Found a new hair gel, guys.
It's really good. This is even better than the last stuff.
Actually, imagine if your hair went translucent.
Oh, I look awesome.
Yeah,
That
until I got to the scalp.
Yeah, I can't repeat
Technically,
the spell,
bear
so
hair is
don't
translucent.
touch it.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of this. Obviously, we need to be careful.
Yeah.
So I turn back over to Arme. You haven't touched this stuff, have you, since?
No, but I've got a sample of it in this vial here. I did almost touch it, however I managed to dislodge it, so I was fine. I think that it might be something that you inhale to activate itself on you, but I don't want to try it out just to make sure. I'm going to bring this back to my house and I'm going to study it. You're welcome to accompany me back to mine if you'd like.
Overhearing this, that Sergeant Colblane pipes up, yes, sir, that'd be very good if you were to leave right now. We do need to clear the area.
I perk up as well. I just head I head on over to the sergeant. This is where was his residence?
His residence, sir? It is located in the southwest of the city. I can have one of my men escort you if you'd like.
No, please.
Would you mind if I just stayed on the scene for just a few minutes more? I'd like to do a gather information specifically regarding the slime trail and the corpse, the positioning of them. I'm going like proper Sherlock Holmes on this, you know.
Go ahead, roll it.
Roll it.
Yeah, but let it be known that the pastor does arrive and performs what appears to be the last rites before immolating the body.
Ugh. Can I at least gather up some blood?
That would probably be a bad idea, considering what it would necessitate.
Fine.
Let's see, is that 9 your gather information?
Yeah, that's the 9 on my gather information.
Okay, well, near as you can tell, the footprints are indeed those of the victim, and they are indeed footprints rather than signs of being dragged. And what's interesting is that they appear to become less slimy the closer to the entrance of the alleyway you get.
So he was progressively getting more slimy as he was entering in here. As such, it was obviously something that spread quite quickly, seeing Victor Zora's reaction. So we can assume that this is a fast-spreading disease contagion, which is probably going to cause an epidemic in the city. Everybody get some masks. Good day.
Masks are in season, gents.
Masks are the fashion statement of the century.
Or at least the next 5 minutes.
For at least the next few days.
Alright, well, you are escorted. Is it Tara, you coming along with us as well, or?
Are you heading to the...
I'm heading to the residence, and
Yeah.
Arme is going back to his place to study.
Would you rather me come with you, Victus, or would there be any help to Arme?
I take out a cigarette. It's up to you,
Hey,
darling.
it's not good help to me. You can always have a bath if you'd like. I've got plenty of people to keep you... Oh, wait, no. I forget. I forget about it.
Right, okay, that means I'm going with you, Victus.
Very well, see?
Buy me a souvenir!
With Arme's suggestion before, I sort of makeshift my cloak up to my sort of like face and sort of like make half a bandit mask sort of thing, just in case it is inhaled.
Right. Right, well, you are escorted into the southwest side homestead of Mr. Fleetstep. It's a small, fairly modest kind of apartment. Like, you'd expect it to be sort of the kind of small place that you might find as, like, say, a first-year graduate out of university, that kind of low-budget kind of place.
I know that.
It's sort of a one-room kind of affair. There's a small toilet in the back corner, that kind of thing. The place is fairly disorderly, and there is a sort of not quite a head mattress. It's a bedroll, just sort of like rolled up in the opposing corner to the toilet.
Okay.
It's very disorganized, and it seems to be fairly poorly maintained. You are
Okay.
accompanied by Sergeant Colblane and one of his officers, who waits outside while you're inside of it.
Okay, so we automatically just let RA in. Okay, fantastic.
Okay.
Okay, so head on in. I bring Eve with me. Can she sort of do... I don't know how it would work, because obviously I can't tell her to look for something specific. But could I get her to sort of do a general search and see if anything... I don't know how this would work. Interests her, or... causes...
You can just tell her to search, basically.
Pretty much, yes. That'd be... Okay, so...
This is my makeshift mask, by the way.
You are the most gentlemanly of bandits.
Of course, sir.
Sir, I will
spots
take
or
your
search?
pocket watch.
So I shall take your pocket watch, your clothes, and also that really dapper waistcoat that you've got. It just looks fantastic.
That's how he built his collection. When you say spot there, is that meant to be search or is search a different number?
She doesn't seem to have search.
If it's not search, just assume it's a 0, plus wisdom.
Okay, plus wisdom, her wisdom is 12, so what would that be?
Plus 1.
Plus 1. Okay, so, 13 then.
13. Eve has a snifter about. Certain parts seem to affect her rather badly. But not in like a dangerous, like, oh god, I found the infection kind of thing. Just an, oh god, this is horrifically smelling and probably rotted from like last week.
Yeah.
This being a bachelor pad, of course. There is a small table in the middle of the room that appears to have several scattered and scrambled drawings on it. Some are hasty sketches, others appear to be more like schematics.
Okay. I head on over and sort of investigate them a little bit more. Can I determine as what they are?
Roll spot for me.
Sure.
Or knowledge architecture if you have it.
No.
What is it that you...
Spot or knowledge architecture.
No, I don't have that. I do
21.
have 3 knowledge, but they're like question marks.
Bloody hell.
Right, well, fortunately, Victus is able to immediately recognize them, possibly from your experiences in the sewers a few weeks ago. They are sewer layout diagrams. And they seem to describe several areas of damage due to the worm's transit through them.
Ah. Realizing this, I immediately pocket those. Just
Do you want to do a sleight of hand so that the sergeant doesn't see
Oh,
that?
is he in with us?
Yeah, he's got an
Alright.
officer standing outside at the door, but he is inside of this room with you.
Ah, okay. Hold on. What's my sleight of hand?
What of the master mystery?
Hold on, let me check what my sleight of hand is.
I am your subconscious. I'm the good one, not the bad one. And I'm telling you, kill him! Kill him! Now!
Well, instead of that,
This is Plutarch Man. My brother and I have called a truce.
with my sleight of hand only being +4, I just sort of keep a hold of them and just sort of wander about the room, just looking at them and just keeping a hold of them and hoping he'll, I'm just
He'll glance away at any moment.
yeah, just keep just looking at them, just trying to figure out the murder, of course, With that, as I said, I keep a hold of them. What?
Was it a murder?
Joint slime suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he died from suffocation.
They were lovers.
Forbidden slime love.
Wow.
Okay. Well, am I able to use the spot, that spot, to see anything else around the room, or do you want me to roll another one?
Do you want me to do a spot?
You can if you want. Go ahead.
Yeah, rolling.
Do you want me to do another one, or?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, well, continuing your examination of the room, you are able to find what appear to be journal entry pages. They're not collected, they're sort of just scattered around the area. Possibly there was a struggle, but it's really hard to tell in this place.
Okay.
And they seem to describe like day-to-day accounts of what Fleet Step was doing inside the sewers.
Ah, perfect. Can you give me sort of like a brief blurb of what he was doing?
Well, initially, as much as like you don't manage to get like a full timeline of all of the pages. All of them seem to be damaged or destroyed or just outright missing. But it seems that initially he was just doing a fairly standard basic survey for various damage caused by the purple worm being inside the sewer system. This necessitated that he go quite a bit off the beaten track and quite deep into the sewer system as well, where he started to notice that there may be a bit more damage than was previously contemplated.
Okay. Okay, interesting. Okay, so I start mulling, as I said, I start mulling over all these and I'm reading through these. While I'm doing that, did Tari's search get anything?
Tari's basically amounted to the same thing in finding journal pages.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, so we're doing that.
Yeah.
She spotted a man 2 women ago having a bath.
I turn to the captain. Sorry, sergeant. Beg your pardon. Is he still? He's still keeping an eye on us, I assume.
Yep, he's scrutinizing you both very closely.
Okay. Well, I turn and sort of as I'm sort of holding them and just sort of reading my I look over to him and says, did he? Do you have any more information on this man at all? Any associates he worked with? Who, was anybody supposed to be with him down there? Who sent him down?
No, sir. We have yet to investigate his work partners. However, we believe that this was a isolated incident, and we are we are hoping to keep it as quiet as possible.
Understandable. Is there somewhere where he would report to?
Yeah, you'd report back to the main sewer maintenance workplace.
Whereabouts in the city is that, Sergeant?
Oh, I don't think you'll have to worry about that, sir.
Oh?
No, sir. You won't be leaving this room. Go for initiative.
Oh shit!
Oh!
Hold on. I need battle noir music.
I don't know.
I don't know.
This is noir metal. Right?
Noir metal. Just spouts poetry. Right, initiative. What is my dex? I've completely forgotten. Where is it? Fuck, he's big.
Okay, what we got? Let me see. So that is a 19 for Victus.
That's good.
Terry, roll initiative as well.
Okay, hold on.
I'll keep the smooth jazz on.
This can be a classy event.
It's a classy battle. Queensberry rules and such.
Yeah.
Guys, the chat is going crazy about this, and I feel like I should remember, but I don't. Does anybody remember what the spider was called last session?
Oh, bollocks.
Jeffrey?
Jeffrey, I think.
Probably
Yeah.
something.
Okay.
That's what I want to say.
It would have been something incredibly stupid like
It's
that.
something
Yes.
Monkey came up with.
Jeremy.
Jeremy, that does sound. That sounds
I think
about
it was
right.
Jeffrey, actually. I think it was Jeffrey.
It was either Jeffrey or Jeremy. It was
Ivor!
Yeah.
If
Where's
you
my
want, I will
initiative?
check after the stream and I will tweet it. So, if I remember.
Yeah.
I can't seem to find my initiative.
It should be fairly easy.
It's just your dex, isn't it?
Check.
Just,
No, not necessarily.
Unless you have
Let's
to-
see. Initiative is actually not where I thought it was on this thing. Wow.
Yeah, I can't see it anywhere.
Weird. Huh.
It's not on here.
Oh, there we are. Okay, E23. You have +0.
Uh-huh. E23. Oh. +0, so just roll 20.
Yeah.
Mm. And I got... Oh, ouch.
Ew. There's the paladin.
That's not good.
how does it? Does Eve work on the same?
Eve works on the same turn as you do.
Yeah, I thought so.
So her initiative is essentially right the exact same as yours.
That's
Right.
fine.
Well, at his last sentence, Sergeant Colblane pulls out his long sword and takes a swing at you. But as your initiative has 1, you are able to move if you prefer.
I would like to, yes. Preferably. So yeah, I take my best chance to dodge then. Do I need to roll anything?
No, because he hasn't had the opportunity to roll his attack just yet.
Okay.
So how are you going to respond to him drawing his weapon?
Right, I will draw mine. I don't believe I have... Unfortunately, I don't believe I have any way of drawing this... No, I don't. Okay, so I spend... Is that an entire move action, or would... No.
Yes, it is. Ordinarily, it's a move action.
Okay, so I spend my move action to... Or would me dodging count as that? No, wait, he hasn't been able to attack. Sorry. Okay,
Yes.
I spend the move action drawing the weapon, and... let's see... I'm point blank, so I will get +1 to my attack, so I assume... I doubt this room
Yes.
is 30 feet.
That'd be a pretty good room. That'd be a pretty nice apartment.
Hmm.
Yeah. Let's see. So I've got quite a few different ways I can attack. I'm just trying to pick which one would be best. Right. I think my attack roll is... I believe it's +10. I think it'll be +11 with that. So I'm going to do a many shot. I can fire 2 arrows at a single person within 30 feet, but I take a -4 to attack roll.
Well, you've just drawn your bow. Have you managed to draw it yet?
I don't know, have I?
What kind of bow is it?
Longbow. I assume not with a
Right,
longbow.
a
then,
long-
probably.
A longbow may take a bit while for me to load it. Hang on. Nope. Not where I want to be. Equipment, special materials. Longbow. There we go, longbow. You need at least 2 hands to use it, regardless of size. 2 unwieldy to use whilst you are mounted. No, it seems to be perfectly okay. Alright. So you can use many shot, then I shall roll.
Fabulous. Okay. So it's a -4, so it ends up being +7.
Right.
15.
Okay, a 15 will just hit.
Good. Okay.
Just.
So 2 attack rolls then. So it's
Yep.
8, 6, and 8.
Okay. 6 and 8 for a grand total of 14. So, there we go. And... There we go.
Sweet. So I jump. So essentially, with